Alright, so you guys thought I only worked on American cars, but actually that's a whole nother long story. But anyways, today we're working on a GTR. So this is an R32 Skyline GTR. This is a good customer and friend of mine, Andy. He also owns the black Escort in the other video, and a 69 Candy Apple Red Firebird, which I put fuel injection on, which I should have done a video on, and a Charger, which I did exhaust on, and also drove to the car show that day. So this is another one of his cars, and yeah, I think actually this one is his and his son Jack's, so I think it belongs to both of them, or maybe it's just Jack's, or not too sure. Not really doing much to it. We're just gonna change the color of the valve covers. We're gonna take the middle muffler out of it and change the CB boot and change the battery and redo the battery cables, and we have to realign the headlights and get it ready for the car test, the NCT as we call it over here. So yeah, not really much to show you on doing this car, but I just wanted to show you the car because it's such a beautiful car, and it's an R32 Skyline GTR, which, you know, are rare and cool, and I love them. I love the RB26. It's one of my favorite Japanese engines. So what I'll do now, I'll show you guys the engine. And it just has, obviously the R32 came with the black rocker covers. So we're gonna do, I know a lot of people might not like this idea, but we're gonna do the R33 color, which is a red color. And yeah, just try to make it look nicer. He's going to a car show in Mondello, Jap Fest, and just try to get the car right for him. So I'll show you guys the beast of an engine now. So that's the engine bay there. The color that we're going with is a lot like that Nismo cap that he has on there. So, but yeah, it's completely standard. I mean, it has some HKS filters, and you know, it has a strut bar across the top, and battery's still in the factory location, and you know, everything. You don't really see them like this these days, so usually they've been messed with. I think the only thing this thing's been messed with is somebody painted the RB26 red. It has a Nismo cap and a strut bar and some HKS filters. So usually these things are tore apart and wrecked. So yeah, so anyways, hopefully I can click my fingers and it'll be all tore apart. So like, and voila. See, that was quick. Anyways, what did I find? Okay, well, the first thing is somebody changed the water pump and put nothing but water in it. So if you actually look at the radiator here, it's just, yeah, it's just pure rust. There's nothing but rust coming out. So I'm gonna try to put some solution in the inside there and wash that with the hot water pressure cleaner. Another thing that's very interesting is, I've never seen this before. Where is it actually? Yeah, so I found this under the air filters, which looks like the fan. And then if you actually look, somebody has shaped this thing to fit in. So yeah, obviously, you know, that would normally go there. So that's interesting. So never seen that before. Somebody else also, I don't know, someone also put one of these ground kits on here, which it's a nightmare. But anyways, we'll fix all that. So, but the main thing is I got the valve covers off, and yeah, I mean, it hasn't been messed with too much, but it's still a good car. It just needs, you know, some things need to be tidied up, and I don't know about this ground kit. This ground kit's just, it's not a Honda Civic, so I don't know why they have that on there. But anyways, I got the valve covers off, so gonna sand them down, paint them, clean them, obviously. As usual, the exhaust side is, yeah, it's been tightened 100,000 times, and it's kind of brittle and hard. And then the thing for the cast, yeah, that broke in pieces. But usually what I do is I take the washers, there's metal washers inside there, I take them out and just put them in and leave the gasket out, and it'll be okay. But if you don't put them back in, then what will happen is that the cast will push too hard into the cam and you'll destroy it. So the intake side gasket seemed to be, actually still good, like it's just flattened and been tightened 100 times. So anyways, we'll get these washed and sanded down and attempt to do a 2-stage candy color with cans. So, you know, God be with me. But yeah, so anyways, while that's being done, I have a hose here where I can plug into this side on the top and then flush out the engine. I'm gonna push it outside and do that. And before I do that, I'll do the radiator, and then yeah, still need to sand them. I love these GTRs. Like when I was growing up as a kid, I remember my friend Squirt, he had a PlayStation, he had that game Gran Turismo, and you know when you used to pick the cars to race or whatever, I was always a big fan of the Nissan hard bodies, the pickup truck. I always loved those pickup trucks, especially with the vents and the hood and stuff. And so always like Nissans, like, and my dad had a Nissan that I think it had like 550,000 miles on it, like, and you couldn't kill that thing. So I remember when we used to play Gran Turismo, I always seen it was Nissan Skyline, and it was I think it said GTR or whatever, I can't remember. I was like, what the hell is that? Like, because in America, you know, they didn't exist. So when I moved to Europe and I seen one for the first time, but just a regular R32, I don't know, I was amazed by them. So, you know, I don't know, Supras were never my thing. I always looked at a Supra as like an oversized Celica, you know, it's just like a Celica on steroids. So, and most of them where I was from were non-turbo automatic. So just, I don't know, I just thought it was a goofy looking car as well. So I've always been a big Skyline fan. I've always loved the RBs. And yeah, I like these cars. So, but anyways, yeah, I guess we get to sanding and cleaning, and yeah, try not to get too carried away with this, because yeah, he needs it back soon to get the NCT done. So I guess I need to stop rambling and just get to it, basically. Now that's innovation that excites. That is, and you know what I was thinking too, is that I'm pretty sure that yellow and green, that's for like a house cable or something. So, I don't know, that's interesting. I like that. That's high quality there. Anyways, yeah, it's a bit rusty down here, so I think I'm gonna clean all this up somehow, maybe with panel wipes, and I'm not really too sure. Obviously, time is at an essence, or whatever the saying is, but I need to, this is not El Bene Boon or something. But yeah, this is not okay, so I need to, that's just going to get worse and rust out, so I need to figure out something in this corner too. Alright, so I have this whole corner tore apart, and yeah, you can see there, it's all rusted. So if we leave this, it's going to get worse. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to clean all this up and, you know, clean all the rust off, and like maybe with some thinners or some panel wipes, and see exactly where it is. And I think I'll tape up along the bottom under the battery and etch primer it and find something I have here that's close to paint it, just to prevent it from getting worse, because yeah, if we leave that in 2 or 3 years, it's going to be a hole. So I think it's better to just clean it up now. So alright, so I got it cleaned down the best I could. So I got panel wipes and brake clean, all kinds of stuff, and scrubbed it down. So I'm going to scotch these rusty bits here. I think I'm just going to tape it all up the best I can, and I'm just going to paint this section. So and that, again, just to protect it for now, but I think we'll decide what to do in the future, or what, if he wants to do something. But to fix it properly, yeah, you might want to take the whole engine out and paint the engine bay. But anyways, at least we can prevent it from getting worse. So okay, so I scotched it all down the best I could, and then taped it up. I think I have everything protected. I think it should be fine. So yeah, I'll put some etch primer on it, let that set, and then yeah, I need to snoop around the garage for a color that's close. But anyways, we'll get this painted, and then yeah, hopefully we can find some paint that matches. I know Andy, and I should call him, obviously, to ask him if I should do this to his car. But I know Andy, and Andy's going to say, Bob, I don't care what you have to do. I just want the thing right. So obviously this is not the 100% way to correctly fix it, but at least we're doing something to prevent it from getting worse. So I know that's what Andy would want. So yeah, that's why I'm just trying to get this done for him. All right, so I called my friend because, like I said before, I'm not a painter, which is actually ironic because all I seem to do these days is paint things, which I should probably take like a course or something. But anyways, I guess after messing up a few times, I'll actually learn myself. That's how you learn anyways, you know. Obviously, I know how to do all this because I've made a lot of mistakes. But anyways, I'll put a coat of it. I'll put a coat of etch primer. So my friend, who's actually a painter, was saying to put the etch primer on it, like a medium coat, then put another light coat, and then put regular primer on it, and just leave it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do because he's the expert and I am not. And the color, that's obviously hard to tell, but it's actually pretty close. So I think, and again, the fuse box goes there, the battery goes there, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So, you know, I'm not trying to make it look amazing or like it never happened. We're just trying to protect it and, you know, prevent it from getting any worse. So I don't know. I'll let that dry, like he said. Well, he said let that flash, which I'm assuming means like almost dry. But let that flash and then put the second coat. And then we'll put the regular primer on it and leave it, and yeah, hopefully it'll be good for him. So I guess we just sit and wait now. I don't know. Okay, well, while the paint's drying, I'm going to pressure wash the old radiator. And then, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's actually really bad. So I'm going to attempt to clean this thing out. So, yeah. Wish me luck. Alright, it's late. I'm tired. I spent all day prepping these valve covers and stuff. And I sanded them all down. I primered them. I put the base coat. Because this is a two-stage paint and cans that I'm trying to do, which is not a great idea. But anyways, I thought I'd give it a go. And the paint reacted, so I'll just show you. I had to end up sanding it back down where it reacted and cleaned it all again. I waited for it to dry. But yeah, and then this one had major reaction everywhere, actually. So anyways, I have it all sanded back down. I'm going to try to put the base coat again. Actually, like that's a state-of-the-art. That's the Extron 2000 paint booth, by the way. I got that on Temu, so in case you were wondering. But yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna try to give it a base coat again. I want to say I'm not a painter, so but the way that it's going, I think I should probably start painting because it seems to be all I do is paint things. But I think I keep going at it and keep trying it because I don't know, I actually like it, you know. You take something that looks like crap and you spray some liquidy stuff on it that aerosols on, and it's beautiful. It looks brand new. You can actually take junk and make it look brand new. So it's just so easy. So anyways, I'm just talking crap. But yeah, put a base coat on these. This is not the color it will be, trust me. It's like, this is some sort of, reminds me of my grandma's kitchen or something. But anyways, put the base coat on it, and then I'll put the final coat, and yeah, hopefully it works. I'll just show you, actually, this is kind of what the paint was doing, if you see it there. Obviously the reason I didn't sand this part is because there's a coil pack igniter that goes there, so I mean, it's covered, so there's no point in doing that, but obviously all this you'll see. So yeah, let's put some more base coat on it, and I don't know, pray, pretty much. So yeah, fingers crossed. Okay, so third time's a charm, hopefully. So I painted the two valve covers and they came out fine, actually. One of the valve covers I had to sand it down again before I put the second coat, and I put some panel wipes on it and it actually turned out fine. So that both the valve covers are perfect. This one, I got a whole bunch of reaction in the center here, and then I got a whole bunch of reaction right in the middle here. So I sanded them back to bare metal. I pressure washed them with hot water, I then wiped them down with panel wipes, probably about a liter of it, and then I wiped it with a tack cloth. So I'm gonna 2K primer these ones because I was talking to some guys and they were saying it might be the etch primer I was using. So I'm gonna 2-pack primer these, and then yeah, lay my base coat, and then lay my final coat and lacquer them, and I guess hope and pray that it works this time. I hope. Alright, well, I took all the paper and the tape off, and yeah, I actually think it looks good. You can see the line there, obviously, but the thing is the fuse box goes there, battery's going to go there, so I think it'll be okay. Main thing is, like I said, yeah, you know, we're just trying to prevent it from getting worse. So yeah, I'll start putting the battery in and then get everything hooked up again. Alright, so finally we have success. So yeah, the last time there seemed to work. You can see there's no reaction in it. Actually looks beautiful. So actually really good. Not bad for somebody who doesn't paint and out of a can, but I don't know. I'm learning. I've been learning how to paint here recently, so the process and things you're supposed to do. I've always wanted to learn how to paint, but yeah, actually looks really nice. So I'm happy with it. That's actually the first coat of the final base. So I'm gonna put 2 more coats. I did 3 coats on the valve covers, and then I need to do 2 coats of clear, and we're done. Thank the Lord Jesus, it worked. I'm happy, and yeah, God bless America. Alright, so got the corner all back together. I ended up cutting these because of I don't know whoever did it with the house cable before. And then what I did was just made this little thing. So that's obviously the battery hook, which hooks here. And then I put a little positive junction pole on it. Welded it to a piece of angle iron. And I decided to do it this way instead of drilling into the chassis because, again, it's an R32, so I don't know. In my personal opinion, you don't want to go drilling holes everywhere, so I just made that little thing. And I don't know. I think it, you know, with everything back in it, the line is kind of where the loom runs, so it actually worked out perfect. So you can't really tell. So anyways, get the battery in it. I put everything together, and yeah, still have 1 more coat on the, Jesus, look how red the floor is around it. And don't worry, every time I do a coat, I put the car up in the air. But yeah, it's making a mess. But anyways, 1 more coat of the final base coat, and then I need to do 2 or 3 coats of lacquer, and they'll be ready. So actually turning out real nice. So actually really good, like you can see. So I don't know, I can't wait to see it on the car. It's actually, I can't believe it's not bad for, you know, a spray can. So anyways, I just really want to see what it looks like on the car. So yeah, I get this together, then still have to do the exhaust and the CV joint. So, and then yeah, clean up the oil leak from the valve covers and pretty much be ready. So the painting is just a pain because, like, literally, you know, I was instructed to, you know, do a coat, wait 20 to 30 minutes, do the next coat, wait 20 to 30. So I've been setting my alarm clock, and yeah, it's been taking all day just to paint that. So, and last night it took all night to do the 2 valve covers. But anyways, I think it'll all be worth it in the end. So got the battery in it, and then that's the little thing right there that I made. So you can see it's just welded to a piece of angle iron, and then all the powers go to it, and then it goes to the battery. So I thought that was better than drilling into the wheel well, because I just don't think that's a good idea. So anyways, so that's all done. Yeah, I still have 2 more coats to do on the covers, but they're coming out beautiful. So I'm happy about that. So they look unreal. So so that's the first coat of clear. So I'm just trying to match what I did with the valve covers. The valve covers, I did 3 coats of clear. So, yeah, it's coming out nice. I don't know, God bless America. Or in this case, God bless Japan. So that's them painted. I think they look really good. So, yeah, I don't know, they came out really nice, like, so. I'm happy with them. Actually, more than happy with them. So, anyways, all painted. Yeah, so just need to put them on. I found the car had like a hesitation, I don't know, kind of running a bit funny. One thing was that ground cable that actually goes to the coil pack loom was broken, so I repaired that. I got new valve cover gaskets. Yeah, painted the cast, painted the coolant pipe that goes to the turbos. I painted this because, I don't know, it just looked real nasty, so I cleaned all the bolts and everything. Everything is all painted, so yeah, just need to go get this on the car and you know, get it working. So all right, so finally got the GTR all put together, and yeah, I think it looks amazing. I love it. So, you know, again, I don't know if it's a bad thing to make the covers red, because I know the 33s, the R33 GTR came red, so, or maybe it didn't. I don't know. I'm not a GTR specialist. I just like the cars. So, anyways, I'll show you guys what it looks like now. So that's how it came out. I think it looks nice. So I think it makes it just, I don't know, livens up the engine bay so much, you know. So it's way better than black, no matter what you say. It's definitely way better than black. So yeah, that's it. It's all done. I'll put it up. I'll show you what I did with the exhaust. And yeah, that's it. Now I know everybody nowadays, everybody's, oh, JZ, RB, this and that. And me personally, the only JZ that I think looks half decent is the non-VVT 2J. But I mean, come on. You're lying to yourself if you're telling me that the RB26 is just not a cool looking engine. Like, that's just amazing. So, I don't know. I don't know. Say in the comments, what do you think? You like it? You don't like it? I don't know. JZ, RB. I know you're probably going to get 1,000 JZ comments, but I think that's beautiful. So, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know. I'm running out of, I think my mind is melting is what's happening. There's not really much left up there. So anyways, this is the piece I put in for the exhaust. It's just, originally he had that, it's sort of a middle box resonator. I don't really know what you call the thing, but anyways, it makes it quiet, so we don't want it to be quiet, so we're removing this. So yeah, basically I just made this pipe. So, and the exhaust is a bit tricky because it goes from like 2 inch to 2 1/4 to 3 inch to 3 1/4 to 3 1/2 to 4 inches and something. It's just a disaster of something. So anyways, made it with 2 V-bands. There's a V-band here, a V-band there, and he can just swap that out when he wants. Obviously, if the cops complain about the noise, he can just put it back in and be quiet again. So where's the off button on this damn thing? Yeah, I want to crank it up and hear what it sounds like. So it was real quiet and like a bit of a drone off it before, but I'm interested to see what it sounds like now. So yeah, I think we'll crank it up and see what it sounds like. I think it sounds nice. So yeah, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I don't know. I actually think the RB sounds nicer than the JZ. But anyways, that's it. That's the R32 Skyline GTR. Yeah, it's one of my favorite cars from my childhood, I'm a big American car guy, but this is one Japanese car that I've always been fascinated with. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.